Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name's Abby and it's been a while since I've done one of these, but I am doing a grocery haul video. This is just strictly a grocery haul. I'm going to show you everything I got from Walmart. I am currently on a weight loss journey. I'm using calorie counting to help me lose weight. I'm also trying to listen more to my hunger cues, eat more intuitively, and this week my goal is to add some more fruits and veggies into my diet, kind of bulk it up a little bit. When I went back to calorie counting at the beginning of the year, I just focused on what I wanted to eat and tracked the calories. So I was eating like junkier foods, and which is okay, but I was eating like lots of Pop-Tarts, lots of cereal. But we're gonna like reel that in a little bit. I'm still gonna let myself have that stuff if I want to, but I wanna bulk up my meals with some fruits and veggies just to get some more, nutrients in there. So I just got back from Walmart. I have all this food here to show you. I definitely spent a pretty penny, but I feel like this amount of food is not, you all know, groceries are crazy. I just got back from a quick vacation. I went over the weekend, so it feels good to kind of restock all this food because last week I was kind of just scraping by trying to eat everything I had because I didn't want to buy groceries before I left. So this is everything I got and we're gonna go through it. I'm gonna show you what it all is. So the first thing we have is just a half a dozen eggs. I have not really been on a big egg kick lately, so I just got half a dozen, and I'm gonna film a cookie dough recipe video, my sourdough discard cookie dough recipe video here soon, so I wanted to get some eggs for that. Here's a tip: if you're doing Walmart grocery pickup or any other store grocery pickup, always have them bring your eggs to the front. Well, obviously, because you don't want them to get smushed and stuff with stuff in the trunk, but always check your eggs before they leave, because one time I checked my eggs before they left and there was a cracked one, and so they had to go in and get me a new carton. So now I always check my eggs before they go back inside so that they can bring me new ones if any of them are cracked. And it only happened one time. Every time since then, the eggs have been fine, and these ones are fine too. So I just wanted to share that little tidbit. Next, we have lots of different fruit. So I got some green grapes. Usually I'm like a purple grape girl, but I don't know, I was just kind of vibing with the green. I was like, let's do green this time, change things up a little bit. So we went with some green grapes, and we have some strawberries. I did on my original order have a smaller pack of these, but they substituted them for these. This one kind of looks a little bad. The rest of them look pretty good though, so I might pull that one out just so I don't know if it would contaminate the other ones or not. But we got some strawberries, and then I got this kiwi. So I've never really eaten kiwi much, but I was watching TikTok this morning and I came across this video talking about kiwi and dark chocolate. I think the kiwi is good for your skin or something, and the dark chocolate has some other benefit. I don't really remember, but I just remember thinking I'm gonna add that to my grocery order for today. So I got the kiwi, and then in addition, I also got this Brookside. It's the acai and blueberry flavor, just like dark chocolate bits. I used to eat these all the time. I like to throw them in the freezer and just have a little bit here and there. So I got those two things because I was influenced by TikTok. The next thing I got was just some salted butter. I'm gonna use this in the cookie dough recipe. I'm trying to see. I like to get salted butter because if you look at the ingredients for salted butter is just pasteurized cream and salt. If you look at the ingredients of unsalted butter, it has other ingredients to help keep it preserved, but the salt keeps it preserved whenever you get salted. And then if your recipe calls for salt, I just don't add salt because I just figure the butter or the salt in the butter kind of compensates for that. What's next? Carrots. So I got some veggies. I got an onion. I want to add some of this to my chicken salad just to give it a little bit more flavor. We have some Mountain Dew Baja Blast Zero because if you've been watching me for a while, I am on a kick where I eat a chicken burrito at lunch. It's a Taco Bell copycat, and then I love to have the Baja Blast Zero with it because that's the drink at Taco Bell, and I feel like you have to have this drink with the burrito. They just go together. So I got some more of that. We have a bunch of yogurts here. These yogurts were a daycare copycat. Some of my daycare girls brought this, and I was like, wow, only 2 grams of sugar. That's actually really good for yogurt. And then I was like, how much protein does it have? And then right on the front, it tells you 12 grams of protein. So the protein is good to help fill you up. And I started buying it, and it's really good. And I kind of stopped for a little while, but I was making fun little yogurt parfaits. I was kind of layering some yogurt, fruit in my homemade granola and making little parfaits. So I'm going to get back to that. I think I might use, that's what I'm going to use the strawberries for, is to cut them up into little pieces and do like a layer of yogurt, a layer of strawberries, and a layer of granola. And usually I can get like 2 of those like layers in there. And it's been really good. And I have the vanilla flavor, what is this? Berry, just like a mixed berry. And then this is the black cherry flavor. So I got this active dry yeast. I just like to keep it on hand, and my other stash was getting low. Then we have some of this Newman's Own mild salsa chunky. I do like to have a little bit of chips and salsa for maybe a mid-morning snack or an evening snack. So I got some of that. And then to also bulk up some of my meals, I got some of this Bird's Eye steamed fresh veggies. So I went with the broccoli florets. And then I've never tried this before. This is a Parmesan garlic, roasted red potatoes, and green beans. And I'm really excited to try this. Yeah, like I said, I've never tried it before. I'm going to try it with dinner tonight, so hopefully it's good. Then we have my Flamin' Hot Fritos, because if you've watched me make my tortillas, you know I like to crunch these up and add that in. Not make my tortillas, make my burritos. I like to crunch these up and add it into my burritos. It adds just a little bit of spice and a little bit of crunch. And then to go with my salsa, I like these Late July organic sea salt tortilla chips. These are the ones I like to get. We also have some more Taco Bell Chipotle creamy sauce. I like to have a ton of this on hand. Last week I ran out and had to run to the store, so the next day I had enough for my burrito. So I grabbed 2 of these. I think I still have 2 more in the cupboard. And then Valentine's Day is over, so that means Easter is right around the corner. So I had to get some little Easter candies. So last year, the transition from Christmas to Valentine's Day to Easter was almost perfect. I had 6 weeks of my Christmas decorations, and right after that was over, I had 6 weeks of Valentine's Day decorations. Then right after that was over, I had 6 weeks of Easter. And this year, Easter is so much later. It's almost a month later than it was last year. So I am probably gonna have about 8 weeks of spring and Easter decorations, and it's still snowing here, but next weekend I am probably gonna put up my spring and Easter decorations because I just don't know what else to put up. I'm gonna put Valentine's Day away, but I don't really wanna just have nothing out, and I don't do a ton for Valentine's Day, so it won't feel super empty. But I'm just gonna hop into that spring and Easter vibe and enjoy the fact that I have a couple extra weeks compared to last year to enjoy some jelly beans and these mini eggs. I like to stick these out in little bowls for decorations out in my dining room, and I let the daycare kiddos have some at lunchtime. They either get to have 2 jelly beans or 1 mini egg at lunch. And I also snack on them too. Last year, I found it super easy to eat these within my calorie deficit. I would maybe have 2 or 3 jelly beans at a time, or 2 or 3 chocolate mini eggs at a time. And how I would do it, and it would be like sprinkled throughout the whole day, but I would just log it in the afternoon. And then, you know, if I had some while the kids were eating lunch, I'd be like, okay, I just had a mini egg. And then if I had like 2 more while they were napping, I would go back to that same thing I logged and just change it from 1 mini egg to maybe 3 mini eggs. Or if I had like a little handful of jelly beans, like I would just change the amount throughout the day, but I'd keep it in the same spot. So I wasn't really re-logging it every time. I was just changing the amount on the app, and I found that to work out so well. I used to weigh them out, get a whole little bowl and eat it all at once, and I would track the calories, but I don't know, I kind of like sprinkling it throughout my day and maybe just popping a mini egg in my mouth, but I would still track it, but it wasn't this whole like big deal. I don't know, but I am disappointed because they only have the little bag, so I'm gonna have to order a bigger bag, and I think I'm gonna have to get it shipped because there wasn't an in-store option, but it also could be a little bit too early to have the bigger bag. So I will check next week when I get more groceries. But I just love this time of year. Christmas is great and stuff, but I don't know, Valentine's Day and Easter, just, I don't know, they make me so happy. I just love the bright colored decor, and I don't know, I just really enjoy it. So I'm excited to be back in our jelly bean and mini egg era. Best time of the year. Okay, these 2 things are just a little boring. This is just some dish soap and some hand soap. So I don't know if you can see over by my sink, I have those 2 little soap pumps. So I keep the dish soap there for when I hand wash dishes, and then I keep the hand soap there. Sorry, it keeps focusing in and out for when I need to wash my hands. And both of these are out, so I just like to keep extra under my sink if I need to refill those. And these are the 2 that I like to use. I also use this hand soap in the little bathroom over there. So the kids kind of go through that pretty quickly because most of my girls are potty trained now. And then I do have another one of these big things in my upstairs bathroom that I keep to refill my hand pump in my upstairs bathroom. Oh, and there's one more thing I forgot to mention. We have a rotisserie chicken. It's leaking, so I need to put it in something else. I'm gonna just double bag it. Sometimes they put it in a different kind of bag to prevent this from happening. But they didn't do that today, so we'll just do that. Hopefully that'll be fine. So it's just a regular, like traditional rotisserie chicken. It is warm. My plan for that is to pull all of it off the bone and use it for some meal prep. So I was buying chicken breasts from Good Chop. It's a meat company and I love it, but it's just kind of a little bit out of my price range right now. I need to focus on budgeting a little more. And so I'm gonna take a break from ordering from them. And it also just is gonna save me time because baking the chicken breasts, then cutting them all up and shredding them all up is just such a huge process. This, I can buy the rotisserie chicken and all I have to do is pull it apart. I don't have to take the time to actually cook it. So I'm gonna do this for a while just to give myself a break. And then I also got these animal crackers, but these are for my church nursery. I volunteer in my church nursery on Sundays, and the kiddos like to eat these animal crackers, so I needed to buy more of these. Then I also got cat food, but I left it in the hallway because my cat's food is upstairs, so I'm gonna take that up. And then in the car, I also have some toilet paper, some cat litter, and some sidewalk salt. I just couldn't carry all that in with all these groceries, but that's out in the car. And I think all of this was like almost like $160 for all this food and then all the stuff out there. So I did have some pricier things, like the litter is like 20 some bucks. The salt I think was 12 or 15, and the toilet paper was like $12. So I had a couple more expensive items. Yeah, that was everything as far as my food goes. I know it's been a while since I've done one of these. I just haven't had bigger grocery hauls. I used to go to the grocery store once or twice a month, and now I go every week. So the hauls are a lot smaller, and it didn't seem to do very well when I added them onto what I eat in a day. But if you guys want to see these more, please let me know. I need the feedback. I need you to let me know that you like this video so that, because if you guys enjoy this, like the video, comment, and then I'll see that, okay, people are liking this, I'm gonna do more of these. But if you don't like them, that's okay too. I just wanted to try it out because it's been a while. One of my most popular videos on here that isn't daycare is one of my grocery hauls I did way back at the beginning of COVID. So I did them for a while because people really seemed to enjoy them, and they kind of died off for a little bit, so I took a break. I decided to give it a try and see if you guys like this. But that was everything. So I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got some fun new ideas to add to your meals or your snacks. Like I said, I am going to be filming a recipe for my sourdough discard cookies, so keep an eye out for that. I believe that will be the next video after this. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. We're on our way to 3K, so press that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you are someone who continually watches, maybe you've forgotten to subscribe, check that out down below and see, just to make sure you're subscribed. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.